Hello and welcome to a demonstration of a Microsoft Business Intelligence solution that was recently deployed for our company, the Blackstone Brewery. The Blackstone Brewery is a small brewery and restaurant franchisor which currently has 60 open franchises operating in 5 states. Our compliance department's management and analyst teams utilize the solution to track and monitor stores within our regions for compliance across a number of corporate-defined key performance indicators, or KPIs. The main goal of our compliance department is ensuring optimal business performance across all franchise operations and optimizing store revenues, which equates to franchisee royalty revenue on the corporate level. With Microsoft, our department is now able to more effectively achieve those goals through the use of interactive dashboards and scorecards, analytical tools, and workflow performance management capabilities. By integrating our operational data sources and transforming our data within SQL Server, we are able to interactively display meaningful business data through the monitoring and intuitive ad hoc analysis capabilities of SharePoint Server. We're now going to demonstrate how our compliance department at the Blackstone Brewery leverages the Microsoft BI solution to assess the overall health of our store's business performance, show where we are experiencing the biggest areas of revenue loss, and how we manage the compliance performance of those stores going forward. One of the things that we want to know first is the overall health of our franchisees' operations across all open stores. We start by looking at key performance indicators, or KPIs, in primary areas of the franchisee's regular food purchases and reported sales, as well as what is happening at the cash register or point of sale. By pulling up our compliance dashboard, we can easily see which KPIs are performing well and others that are not by colors and shapes of indicators next to the actual KPI values. The most critical business area to us is optimizing our royalty profit from sales, so we want to have insight into our restaurants that are purchasing significantly more food than they report that they sell. This could be an indicator of a store not reporting all of their sales, or possible employee theft, which in turn means less contractual royalty revenue to our company, our biggest source of profit. We can quickly see how we're performing at a national level by leveraging dashboards which are connected to analytical processing cubes, all accessible and enabled within SharePoint Server. A coherent integrated single view of data from multiple sales, purchasing, and operational source systems is made immediately available to our business users through the integration capabilities within the SQL Server 2008 environment. The next intuitive place we might want to look is how our individual markets are doing, which we can easily see within our dashboard by choosing the next lowest level, which is our market view. Like the national view, we can quickly see all of our summary KPIs and their current state of health, look for performance differentiation, and start our search for the root cause of poor performance areas. Again, one of our major concerns is the loss of the biggest source of profit, royalties on store sales. So we're going to go drill down on the worst performing state that we can quickly see is not reporting a lot of their sales revenue. It looks like Texas is the top offending market in this case. What we want to know now is where and how much revenue is being lost. What stores within this market are not reporting the most revenue, and how big of a problem are they based upon their amount of sales? For example, a store could be a very high sales volume store, but represent a relatively low percentage of underreporting. One very effective way we can get to these answers is by leveraging the ad hoc analysis capabilities that reside within our dashboard. I'm going to pull up an analysis tool called a decomposition tree that will allow me to drill into this market and quickly see which stores are performing the most poorly for this KPI, which can point us in the right direction of where our biggest amount of loss is coming from. A decomposition tree is one of the many analytical tools within our solution to quickly view operational data on all appropriate business levels that our compliance department needs. Leveraging this tool, we can see the top underperforming markets for any given KPI and compare the stores and other data within those markets. Again, I can quickly see that Texas is my top offending market for reporting their sales, and if I drill down into that market, I can see my top offending stores. It looks like the North Rim store is my biggest area of revenue loss within the Texas market. I also want to quickly know how this store compares to all of our other stores across all markets, not just in Texas. A very effective way we can view this information is by using another powerful analysis tool called a performance map. I can easily do so by simply changing the way I'm currently viewing the data as a decomposition tree and specify to view as a performance map. A performance map is one of the most powerful analytical views that our department leverages frequently to understand our franchisees' performance metrics compared to every open franchisee across all regions. This tool is extremely useful in that it allows us to quickly view large sets of data in a very visually coherent, comprehensive, and easy to understand manner. We can easily view a franchisee's sales reporting and product purchase compliance to understand where the most money is being lost, as well as how big of a problem any franchisee really represents. We can see these pain points very intuitively by different color shading and sizes of boxes, which point us in the direction to start focusing our investigative efforts. We can then interact with this data to understand the issues and begin to take corrective action. By taking a quick glance at our performance map across all of our stores, we can confirm that not only is the North Rim franchise the worst performing franchise in Texas, it is also the worst performing store in regards to underreporting their revenue compared to everyone else. We can quickly discover this by looking for the biggest and brightest boxes within the map. In this instance, the brightest red shades represent the worst cases of franchisees not reporting their sales, and the box sizes represent actual dollar amounts and the overall percentages of sales. By hovering my mouse over the North Rim square in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, or by referencing the analytic grid below, I can see that this store has underreported their 2008 revenue by about $500,000, which represents about 22% of their sales. This sales amount that was not reported translates into very significant missed royalty revenue for the Blackstone Brewery. So we're going to focus our efforts first on the North Rim store, since royalty revenue is the most important factor of our company's profitability. We can start by looking at this individual store's performance across other critical KPIs by going back to the regional Texas dashboard, using our location filters to view this particular store's compliance scorecard. Now that we're in the store-level dashboard for the North Rim restaurant, we can quickly see that this particular franchisee is not only not reporting store sales based upon purchase data, but they are also significantly underperforming across a number of other KPIs such as their operating, gross, and net profit. Within the bar chart underneath the financials grid, we can also see our monthly regional sales trend over the entire 2008 period that can be specified within the dashboard filters. It's apparent that the overall Texas sales trend is significantly underperforming compared to the rest of the regions, which is a further possible indicator that we have other Texas franchises that might be problem locations. We also have a similar view to the right of the bar chart that displays some key metrics of what is happening behind the cash register at this store, and quickly see that, starting in August, there is a very large increase of about $13,000 in sales discounts continuing throughout the rest of the year. This could be a very telling indicator of how this store is not reporting their actual revenue. So now that we have all this information, what next steps can we take to get this store in compliance, and how do I flag and document this franchise as an offender or repeat offender? How can we track and monitor this store after we initiate a performance management program? At the top of our dashboard, we have a tab called Store Details that will take us to a comprehensive store-specific report that includes an offending store worksheet, allowing us to document this franchisee's out-of-compliance KPIs and assign the applicable offense types as well as a performance management plan. Through the capabilities of Microsoft's reporting services within the SQL Server 2008 environment, we've designed store-level reports that include detailed metrics for our franchisees' individual purchases, sales reporting, point of sale, and other specific applicable restaurant data. A regional manager can use this report to gain a comprehensive view of how a franchise is performing, as well as to validate problematic issues and take steps to fix them. If I scroll down below the store report, the store worksheet form is a very user-friendly interface that we use to document all out-of-compliance issues so that we can put detailed documentation in the hands of a regional manager to start to take corrective action on a particular franchise. Here I can assign an offense type and the type of intervention that a regional manager will perform to get this store back into compliance. Our management can also use the performance management capabilities enabled within SharePoint to continuously document a franchisee's progress towards compliance. These updates are then written to the integrated database for historical tracking to measure the effectiveness of the corrective actions taken to improve a franchisee's performance. There are also free-form text fields for further insight into a store's unique situations or issues. Data mining, another powerful component of our solution, further allows our compliance team to monitor and predict when future problems could potentially occur, as well as provide very powerful insight into potential key opportunities when they arise. By leveraging Microsoft's data mining capabilities, our department can effectively crawl through very large sets of data for predictive insight into key business levers and performance indicators. In general, data mining allows us to discover the sources of historical trends, forecast and predict the behaviors of those trends, as well as to help draw correlations between seemingly disparate trends. So the presentation you just saw, in essence, is just a very small demonstration of the true business value that the Blackstone Brewery gets out of our business intelligence solution. Our company trusts Microsoft Business Intelligence because it is delivered through a familiar environment that very effectively addresses the business needs of our organization. With Microsoft SQL Server and the familiarity of the 2007 Office suite, Our solution works to provide value to our organization and our franchisees by enabling better decision making.